Happy Thursday night, fun stars. Dan and Deb are here. Welcome to Nice Podcast Stupid. Deborah, how are you, my lovely co-host?
I am great. Though I am suffering. I have to go to the dentist. My face has been kind of swollen for 2 weeks now. I
An
have to get my
impacted tooth you need to have
wisdom
fixed?
teeth.
Wisdom teeth.
I'm like brother Joe when he went on the cruise and he was falling apart.
Bad
So
Dog Maddie, is Deb single?
I am, yes, single. But
Debbie,
so I
single,
do have
ready to mingle.
I do have
Gentlemen, got a lot of
gentlemen.
single ladies in the Dabbleverse.
There are gentlemen, line up. There's plenty of us to go around.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't want to speak out of line, but I think Little Lemmy's available, guys. If you're at Hackmania,
yeah.
Debster, are you going to Hackmania?
Teamster Tim really wants me to go. So I think I'm going to go. I do. But I'm not going to probably go to the shows. Like, I have zero interest in watching live podcasts. I like to watch them at home because I can, do other things, clean the house, just be productive generally. And I don't really relish the thought of sitting through like 8 hours of podcasts that I can't fast forward or stop or, things like that.
Yeah, if I was going to go to one of these events, I'll stay at the place I want to stay at because I'm not going to stay at the plaza or whatever the dump they're staying at is.
Well,
No offense.
actually, I watch a lot of travel videos, and I was watching videos about Vegas and the plaza. They've renovated a lot of the rooms. They
Did they
have
get rid of the
hard,
bed bugs yet, or are those still there?
yes, they have hardwood floors, which I love in a hotel room. No dirty ass carpets. And so it's tempting, and they have a lot of old school slot machines and video poker machines and things like that. So
Dan, are
like
you going to Hackmania? The taxes that it's up in the air. Maybe I'd probably would more likely go to an AC event. I think just because it's closer. Never been to AC. I've been to Connecticut casinos bunch of times. I've been to Vegas like at least half a dozen times. I'm kind of Vegas out, to be honest. So that's the other thing is like Vegas doesn't really have the allure to me that it might for somebody that's never been. But one more thing, we have a guest waiting. She didn't stand us up. Dan's staying at Melton's house. Deb, what do you think of this? What do you think for November? Am I pulling it
um
off or what?
yeah, not bad. Not you look like a cop.
Well, I have come from a long line. There's a lot of cops in my family, so you're gonna be a cop. You got to be able to have the cop mustache. It is kind of like cop-esque, right? I could be like a statey from Massachusetts or
You look
something.
like a
So,
porn cop because you got your OnlyFans, your Only Dance back there, so you look like a porno cop.
oh, Deb, let's not get too. We're on YouTube here. YouTube terms of service. Keep the mustache, Dan. We're definitely keeping it for this month, and then we'll see where we're at in December. But
Have
I want to
you?
see how thick I can get it. I mean, it's already pretty good, I think. Steel Toe was making fun of my goatee. He's like, "Oh, your weak ass goatee." I was like, "Steel Toe, try to grow a fucking stash like this, brother. Let me see.
Right.
Let me see your stash game. There ain't a lot of guys out there that can pull off the stash. This guy can do it.
No, you have
So
good facial hair, and you know what? I like that better than having I. There's nothing more douchey than like the soul patch. So I kind
yeah,
of like the clean
like Mike
chin.
Morris has or whatever.
Right.
With the childbearing hips, and then he's got a little. It's just
No offense
creepy.
to our viewers out there that have the soul patch, but I'm not a fan.
Okay. Before we bring in our guest, just we got Mr. Blue Sky, member for 6 months. Thank you, Mr. Blue Sky. Do we have the little kids screaming? I think Melton does this too, but thank you so much for supporting the show. What I don't know what STA6 the like victim, does that mean something? I don't know what that means. Is that
I don't.
Norwegian?
That's Norwegian, yeah.
Okay. I think he says hit the like button. I think that's what he's saying. Hit the like button, buy memberships. And Daychwa, the lovely Daychwa, became a YouTube member. Thank you
Yay!
so much, Daychwa.
Yay!
And I promise I won't be like a Chad and do all kinds of drops, but I just want to give some love to everybody that's there. And also I want to do something that I haven't done and I've been meaning to do is since we've got a lot of support in the show, and I actually have the ability and I don't know if people know this, but you have the ability to gift memberships. So for those that are in here, I'm gonna throw a few out here right now. So hopefully those will go out. It'll go out 5. I think I can do 10. Let me send 5 more.
Ooh.
We got 10 new members. Thank you.
Yay.
A part of the show coming in early. I think it's gonna be a fun night. We have a great guest. And if you're so inclined, feel free to gift a membership or super chat or not, or just hit the like button. Really, leave comments in the chat. We're meant to be interactive shows. We love having comments, and if you have questions for the lovely guest that we're about to bring on, she's lovely. She's statuesque. One might say Amazonian. Beautiful. I mean, just
stunning.
a true beauty, stunning. And not just that, it's not just looks, it's not just the statuesqueness to her. She's a real cool cat. She's really fun. And she's known for her cankles.
Tubby.
It goes by, has some new nicknames that we can talk about. Tubby. But without further ado, let's bring her on. And here we go. The lovely Lady KB. How are you, Lady KB?
Hi.
I'm good. I brought me and my cankles. We're
all
here.
Right. Would you, before we start, could we see one of your cankles, one of your canks?
Oh, we actually, Deb, you missed. So okay, for people playing at home, Lady KB and I had a little, I like to get on a couple minutes early anytime we have a guest and have, kind of do a little green room action, kind of like we're celebrities. Mm-hmm. We already came to the decision. We are not going to give one Chad Zumach the satisfaction of seeing the lovely Lady KB's undercarriage in any way, shape, or form, including her cankles.
Okay.
We saw a picture. I put a picture up the other day. I'm like, I don't know. Any straight guy that I know looks at that picture, they ain't looking at her ankles. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very weird that you'd be fixating on a woman's ankles when she's a very pretty woman. But that's, take what you want out of that. I'm not gonna, we can go there, but
he should worry about his own ankles when they're being pushed behind his ears by another man.
All righty.
Uh-oh.
Wait, hold on.
Coming in hot.
I have to have the rim shot ready to go here. I think we're coming out hard. So Lady KB, tell us a little bit, for those that don't know you, and I think everyone that's here knows you. I mean, you are a well-known. You've been. You are. Not that way, but you're definitely a person that's always kind of been seen around. So you're a Denver resident. You're I don't know, no doxing, but you're from the mountain country, Rocky Mountains.
Yep.
What else should we know about Lady KB? What's your origin story?
Well, I found the Dabbleverse, the Hackverse, the Shitverse, whatever, from Compound Media. I was a O&A fan.
Nice.
So I found them. It was that episode with Shuley. They had like Shuley was on, and Bob Levy, and Kevin Brennan was on there too. So I didn't even know who Shuley was. I never watched Stern or listened to Stern. So they were talking about Uncle Rico show. So I was like, oh, it seems kind of funny. So I checked it out, and got kind of bored with it. John really doesn't interest me. So from there, I kind of got into the rest of it, and here I am.
Awesome. So what are like your favorite shows, or what are you most known for in terms of kind of, where do you spend the most time? I know we were talking before, we both work from home, so that probably leads into our ability to slide into chat rooms and check things out. But what are the shows that you like? Where do you kind of, spend a lot of your time?
I do watch MLC a lot. My boy Kevy. Gosh, what else? I watch some of the smaller shows. I watch you guys, and I like to support the smaller podcasters, but mostly MLC. I watch NLO sometimes. I don't really like the Air and Impulse stuff, so I haven't really been watching that a lot, but
yeah, we're kind of like, we're sort of anti. I feel like we kind of zig when everybody else is zagging. Like
Yeah.
I see all this like stuttering, like Shuli's show is doing stuttering John stuff again. It's like, oh my God, it's like, get something new. And then even the steel
Yeah,
toe
that
stuff,
horse
like,
is dead. It's
yeah,
time to
you
move on.
you beat it to a pulp, and now steel toe. Okay, now that he's out of jail, okay, now what? Like, who cares? Like, he's a nobody, and so it's really like about kind of I don't like following trends. I like to just kind of I like to create my own drama. Let's say so, and it seems like we're creating a good amount lately. But um, so you tell us about you and Chad. How far back do you go with Chad? When what's been your relationship up to like the last couple of weeks to a month? Like you obviously it sounds like you've met him before, you watched his show before. What was that sort of friendship, and I'll use air quotes, or that relationship leading up to before he kind of turned on you?
She's frozen.
She's thinking.
She's pondering.
That was a tough one.
Oh, all right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next week.
That's a good use of a sound drop. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you guys next week. So yeah, we'll be next Thursday. So tune in then. Okay, we're back.
All right.
Do your plugs, Deb.
Yeah.
We'll
while we wait for Lady KB to come back, what are your feelings on the debate debacle with Mr. Buckman and Chadley?
The debate debacle with Buckman and Zumock. Okay, so that's great. So that's perfect. And I mean, I have some clips, and we don't need to jump into it, but let's talk about it, because we like to be a dialogue, a talking show.
Right.
As a lot of people know, I was the first to do a Chad Zumock debate show. So Chad Zumock threw out the gauntlet. He said, all my haters, you want to come on the show and debate me, which who knows, we never really even defined what a debate is, but you can come on my show. It's going to be by my rules, but I'll throw that out there. And he actually asked his audience, he said, I want you to vote in the chat. Who do you want to see me go and debate on my show? There were 3 people that were the picks: Melton, Cardiff, and this guy. Because everybody knows $2 Dan. I'm out there causing trouble, trolling Chad a little bit here and there. So and Chad blocked me, of course, so I can't communicate. So you were my intermediary, right, Deb? You were the one that was relaying my communications to Chad. And I said, sure, whatever rules you want, however you want to do this, I'll play ball. I'd love the opportunity to go one-on-one with you on your show, and we'll do it your way. So Chad had a lot of stipulations. I couldn't simulcast. I couldn't pour and bomb him, which if anybody knows me, knows I would never do anything like that. That's juvenile. That I couldn't do. There was a couple other things, and it was all yes. Okay, toodle bang, all good, all fine. I'm cool with that. And I didn't think he was gonna. I thought he was gonna back out, but to his credit, he went through with it. Of course, we had to work together on that. Deb, what was your kind of anything I missed there? Anything else that's important to know about kind of?
No. He had his rules, and you knew you had to abide by his rules, or it wasn't going to happen. He was very upfront about that.
And knowing Chad, if you gave him a reason to back out, I knew he would back out.
Right. We didn't know what was going to happen with it, because he hadn't done any of these before. And to his credit, he showed up. To your credit, you obeyed his rules. And I think it went well on both sides. I've said that before. You won because you kind of controlled it, and he didn't get to really ask you questions. You were asking all the questions.
Yep.
But overall, he did a wonderful job. He opened up a lot, and he answered tough questions. So I think it was a win for everybody.
And this is a common thing I heard from a lot of people. Dan should have been tougher on Chad, though. I could have been, and I contemplated it. I contemplated it, making it a little more adversarial, but there's a couple reasons I didn't do it. Number one, I knew if I overstepped myself a little bit, he'd shut it down, or he'd boot me or mute me, or it would become like a yelling match, and he'd also, put his guard up. I wanted him to drop his guard for me. So I knew if I just am like friendly with him, it's kind of almost like, think of it this way. And I don't want to give away trade secrets here, but I'll give you a little tricks of the trade. Think of, if you ever watch one of those police procedural shows and some kid gets arrested and they're going to interrogate him. So they have good cop, bad cop, and they have the bad cop comes in and kind of scares the kid. Then the other guy comes in, gives him a Coke. He says, hey, you try to kind of get on their level a little bit, right? And that's kind of what I did with him. I tried to play good cop, and I knew that I was going to get more out of him with sugar than with vinegar. So,
and you did ask him tough questions. You talked about the gay rumors.
Hi, sorry about that.
And that's okay. That's fine. You did ask him about gay rumors. You did ask him you asked him tough questions. I think if he debates Cardiff, he will get really tough questions, because Cardiff knows and has dug into like the Ohio lore and the radio stuff.
Yeah, I think Cardiff probably has a more encyclopedic knowledge.
Yeah, he does.
And like there were some things where I could have like really kind of gone at him a little bit and held his feet to the fire more. But I was just like, I want to find out about the girlfriend. I want to find out about the gay rumors. I want to find out about why he has problems with KB and other women. Right. And to his credit, he was pretty forthright in giving that information. So, KB, welcome back. Perfect timing.
You know what? Wrapping up though, I think, like I said, I think it was a classy interview, and hats off to Chad. He was open and answered those questions. Mm-hmm. So I think it went well. What do you think, KB?
Yeah, I mean, I think people wanted you to yell at each other and have blood, but that's not really the way to approach him. You gotta, I was telling Dan before we went live, you gotta treat him like a little kid, Right.
The other thing too, and I don't want to give myself too much of a pat on the back, is I knew if I like went full bore on him, I was going to ruin it for everybody else too, because then he was never going to do this again.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't want to give him, I wanted to actually build his confidence up, make him feel like, okay, I can do this. And this is good. He made more money on that one, and I didn't take any money. He offered to Venmo me. That was the other thing. I was like, I don't want any money. I don't want you to have any reason to think that I had any ulterior motive to anything I did. I just thought it would be fun to do. He made more money. Now he's going to do it. Now he's going to, he was going to do it with Buckman. And that was kind of what we were talking about before you came back on, is Buckman. And we'll talk about this, because I do want to talk a little bit about what he said about KB and the ladies on when I talked to him. But the problem with Buckman was he had the same rules that I had. He had to follow the same ones. But people like Buckman, they only think about like the immediate gain of something. They can't see the big picture. People that are successful in life, they're thinking 10 years, 20 years down the road. They're saving now for the future. I was like, I'm not going to win the war with this, but maybe I can win a little battle, maybe a little skirmish. I can get the small win, and then maybe long-term that could be really good for me. Buckman, on the other hand, what did he want to do? Because Chad's number one rule, no simulcast. What does Buckman do? He sets up and he has like a technicality. He thinks he's smarter than everyone else. Well, if I set up a stream and then I leave it, and then I have Dave, Sarah, and Cigarette Jones do it, well, that's not a simulcast. No, Buckman. That's exactly what a simulcast is, because you're trying to get super chats and super tips. And is it fair that Chad wanted that? No, but you're playing by his rules. It's like negotiating with Russia. You know that you're going to have one hand tied behind your back when you're negotiating with them, but you want to do business or not? So Buckman couldn't do it. He wanted to get the quick win. And I could have done, and Deb knows this, and I've said this before, I could have hit the button to simulcast it to mine, because on StreamYard, when he sent me the link, it gave me that option. I could have done it. He probably wouldn't have realized for 30 minutes, an hour, he wouldn't even have known unless somebody told him. But I'm like, no, I knew what the rules were. I'm not going to break them because I want this. I don't want to give him any reason to think that I did anything in bad faith. And I think that was the right move. Buckman, on the other hand, he came across as somebody who couldn't, was basically lying. And then he goes on a stream later that night and he's super defensive. He's screaming at Panhandler. He's blaming everyone. Chad, Chow, Dr. Chow, who's in the chat. He's blaming Chow for interfering.
Right.
He's blaming his co-host. He's blaming everyone except for the old fuck in the mirror. That was the one that broke the rules. And that's the difference between someone like me, like Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid, and Shmuel Buckman.
And you had integrity. Chad even said so himself, that you came in, you had integrity, and you didn't even take it. So you did it for, as you like to say, the love of the game. And I think
blamed Panhandler. Exactly. Yeah, Panhandler. Blame everything on Panhandler. It's Panhandler.
We went off on that poor guy. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we'll definitely pull that clip up. That was so fun. I mean, wow.
I'll tell you though, a mad Buckman is my favorite Buckman. I want to see more blow-ups. I like.
You want to see that?
He's on the edge right now of like blowing up like every episode. He's so emotional right now, dude. It's the Dabbleverse. Relax. It's like Chinatown.
You should see him at the Bubble Craps table. He's just the same.
I heard
maniac.
Well, that's the story. He's doing Bubble Craps. He's on like which I find so hilarious. He's on a heater at Bubble Craps. Now I've heard of people being a heater on like the craps table. You're spinning dice. He's basically playing Bubble Bobble or whatever, Bubble Craps, and he wins 7 in a row. And somebody comes over to say something, and he flips out. Right? Is that what happened?
Get the fuck out of here!
Get the fuck out of here!
I think it was Annie. Annie. He made her cry.
Little Oral Annie.
Yeah.
Aww.
Annie's a sweetheart. It's like, dude, and once again, this will be the last thing I'll talk. I'll talk about Buckman maybe later after we talk a little Chad. But Buckman prides himself on being this big AA guy. Oh, I haven't drank in so long. I got my chip, and I'm that. He is the definition of a dry drunk. You might as well be drinking, Buckman, because you're a miserable old what. Because all you're screaming and yelling, and every time we see it, Buckman, we saw it the other night, Buckman, screaming at Panhandler with your eyes bulging up, the eyes bulging out of your head. Like, what are you doing? It's ridiculous. But we can talk about that later. But I wanted to play a little bit of the interview, or I guess it turned into an interview, the debate with Chad.
Real quick, thank you, Dateswa. Dateswa became a new member. And
hi, Dateswa.
Also, see the lovely ladies are coming around. We have
Sketty
Tooth John.
Yay. A lot of the ladies in the chat.
Yes.
My girls.
Thank you.
It's great. So I have a question. Yeah. Sketty Tooth John, is that like Grateful Dead? Like, what is that a reference to? Is there a reference I should know?
I don't know.
Can someone
tell?
With
John Melendez? I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it is? I think okay. John Melendez, way back when, said he broke, speaking of teeth and dentists, right? But I digress. He spoke about that he broke a tooth on pesto sauce. If I'm incorrect, please correct me.
Oh, sketty is for spaghetti. So that was
right.
Spaghetti. Oh, okay.
So he broke his teeth on like pasta and pesto.
See, I don't know. I don't know all the stuttering John.
Yeah, references. That's how old. That's a throwback. That's a good one. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And Chip Galloway. Thank you, Chip. Is a new member.
Thanks,
Thank you for joining.
So these are, Sketty Tooth John. I know her originally from the NLO chat. So that's a good chat. I like NLO. I really do.
She's one of the few good-looking people you'll see at Hackamania.
Yes, she's a babe.
They're all gorgeous.
Lady KB,
they're all gorgeous. You have Victoria,
Carl's mom, wife, and everybody else is, and Michaela, if Michaela's here. Michaela, you're a lovely person too.
I like Michaela.
They're all wonderful. I really think I am going to go though. I don't think I want to go to sit through the live podcast. So I'll be at the outdoor bar. Or
you should. But did you guys hear? Chad is going to be at Hackamania.
Is that
see the Mud Shark? Yeah, Patrick announced it the other day.
Wow, I thought he said on Twitter that he would never.
He's going to be there.
I would like to see Chad go, and I would like to see Michael Ray Bauer go. So I would. I think that everybody would treat him amazing. And
Old
he's-
broads of the Dabbleverse. That sounds like something Chad would say. The
That's Chad's fault. Hi, Chad.
golden girls of the Dabbleverse. Taxes theft. Thank you. Gifted one nice podcast. Stupid membership. Thank
Dan,
you.
put down the chat. I'll work it. I'll
All right,
work
yeah,
it.
you okay? So let's play a little bit. So this is, I have a couple of little timestamps. This is when I asked Chad about Lady KB. So let's hear what he had to say specifically because, and I told Lady KB before this. I said I'm going to ask Chad to his face, what the fuck is going on with these nasty comments. Not that I'm like a simp, but I just was like, this is the chance to get the truth out of him. So
Sure.
let's see what he had to say.
Now, because it's not, I don't care. The money's not as good as it used to be. So I'll just go do other things. I'm doing more stand-up. That's how I look at it.
What about Lady KB? What happened there? It seems like it's gotten kind of personal. It seemed like she was a supporter for a long time, and now there's a lot of kind of personal jabs going back and forth. Where did that go off the rails?
That started with her. She
Lies.
I was always very kind to her, very nice, very supportive.
Okay, so what I answer that? So he says it started with you.
Nope.
What do you say to that?
So this all started about the end of September, maybe the beginning of October. He sent me this text message, and I don't really want to read. I'm not a Keanu. I don't want to like read personal text message. So I'll just like, read it like not word for word anyway. Anyway, it says, he says, "You're talking shit about me in chat rooms for shitty clout with losers. I thought you were my friend. I brought you around to all my events. Like I was nice to you. You really showed your true colors. You're a piece of shit." And I answered him like, "Dude, I bust your balls. It's what we do here, right? This is the Dabbleverse. This is what we do to each other. It's not serious." And he goes, "No, you're looking for chat room clout. You're not a friend." Okay, Chad, I've met you twice. I don't know you. Anyway, so I said, "Okay, if you can't take a joke, then that's on you. Take care, buddy." And then he said, "You want online praise, you want clout." And I said, "I bust everyone's balls. Not sure why when I do it to you, it's a problem, but okay, take care." And then after that, he went on to say, "I'm a liar. There's a reason I'm, single at my age.
There's a reason your husband cheated on you and divorced
That's
you.
not true either. He knows nothing about me." He goes, "You're a fat bitch." All this nasty shit. I'm like,
ankles.
okay, that's a totally valid response. So I ignored him. I was just like, "Oh, it's just Chad. He's been hitting the Tito's tonight. Whatever." So I continued to bust his balls in chat room. And then probably about 2 or 3 weeks later, I got these messages like, "Chad's making these polls about you, like who's the fattest bitch like you've ever met in person." Shit.
He did like 3 polls in a row, and it was totally like set up to like, and he'd have like 3 people, and then fatty KB, would be one of the choices or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, no, I just ignored it, and he just kept making these dumb polls and like talking shit about me. And I was, I'm a pretty nice person until you poke me, and I was in a bad mood. So I hit back. I made my own poll and totally destroyed him. Like, I don't know if you saw it on the internet, but it was pretty funny. So
What was your poll?
It was, oh God, I don't even remember. Let me pull it up.
Supportive, and she's come to my shows in Denver, and she met her in AC, and we talked on the phone a few times. It was all just kind of nice. And then I think she gets off on this attention from these chat rooms in this world, and she flies to these events by herself because she likes the attention that she gets. And for some reason or another, I think she's in these chat rooms and people send me screenshots of her just shitting on me. And I'm like, again, like, I'm nice to you. I consider you a friend. And if you're going to do that, then you can go fuck yourself. So that's exactly where we are right now. And if she's going to say shit about me, I'll just say it about her. I just hold up a mirror. This is what I see. If you really want to go down to it. And again, she was very supportive. She was a donor, but I don't need her. I don't. If you're going to be a cunt. And she is.
Okay.
So he thinks that you're starved for attention, you're insecure, you're flying around just so you can get attention.
Sure.
What would you say to that?
I go to these events because they're fun, and I have some friends that I meet up there, and I don't really care about attention and chat rooms. And I work from home, like I said, and I have a lot of my job is very boring, so I have a lot of time to go into chat rooms and kind of pass the time, so I'm
And
not
it's what
really
you didn't
looking
say
for
about
anything.
beloved chatter, right? It's very misogynistic to me. It's almost like because you're a woman,
Yeah.
oh well, you're starved for attention and you're lonely and this. It's like, really, Chad? Like, dude, you look. And the thing with Chad, I think we all know, everything that he projects on other people
Yes.
is really a reflection of himself, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
How do you think it comes off when people see you calling her tubby and talking about her doing drugs and things like that? How do you think that comes off? Do you think that puts you in a good light, or do you have any regrets about
No, I don't
positioning
care.
it that way?
I'm just holding up a mirror. I mean, the fact of the matter is, she did cocaine in my room in AC. I wasn't
Ooh,
pleased
I did
about.
drugs.
By the way, let me just interject, and you neither need to confirm nor deny that allegation. We'll just call it an allegation.
Hmm.
Let me just say, for the sake of me, number one, I would never narc out somebody doing a little bit of something in AC. It happens in AC, stays in AC. Number one. Number two, how much of a square do you have to be like narking out a pretty girl that's like, hey, let's hang out in your hotel room and let's whatever. And it's like, you'd never believe it. She came into my hotel room and she was doing blow in the bathroom. I'm like,
I wasn't
don't
alone
know-
in
I
that
don't-
bathroom.
yeah.
Someone else
What's
was
that?
in there. I wasn't
What
alone
else?
in that bathroom. But
Yeah,
he's not
it's-
narking out that person, of course, and I'm not going to do it because I ain't no snitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's such a snitch behavior, and
Yeah, that's bitch
yeah,
made. I don't respect people that snitch out like that.
Yeah,
Fuck
I don't
him.
either.
yeah, even if you don't like someone, like why? Like, there's no point to it. It's malicious, and it's also just speaks to like how much of a fucking square he is too. Like,
Yeah, and he's in comedy. Like he's around this shit probably every weekend. You know what I mean?
he's probably been around coke for the last 20 years. He's been
Mhm.
around. He's never smoked weed, which I find bizarre. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you think like
Yeah,
at one
whatever.
point he would have fucking smoked a joint, and maybe that might help him. Maybe he'd fucking chill out a little bit if he had a doob here or something.
And like
He just got,
newsflash, Chad, everybody's on drugs at these things. Every single fucking person is on drugs.
most people, the first thing they say when they get off the plane, "Where are the drugs? Give me some drugs."
Yeah, Jesus
We're in
Christ.
Vegas. We're in AC.
And queer.
That she has cankles. She is fat, waist below, and she
Oh.
has a terrible personality.
The waist below. She's got cankles. She's fat, waist below. It's like, okay, so well, at least she looks nice above, waist above.
Right, I got that going for me, which is
No, I
nice.
saw KB. I saw her in Atlantic
She's got
City.
some
She looked
rolls down below,
nice,
Ay, ay,
That's what it is, guys. I'm sorry. She says shit about me. Well, that's what I think about her. And when I was nicer, I would never bring it up, obviously, and I would never tell other people. But this is what people say behind her back when they see her at these events.
Oh no.
I love that. Like that threat. Like that's what people say about her behind her back. People are talking about Lady KB at these events. Nobody's talking about Lady KB at these
I
events. If
don't,
they're
I
saying
don't care
anything,
if
they're
they
like,
are.
wow, she's
Who
really
gives a
cool.
fuck?
She's prettier than I thought in real life, or she's nicer than I thought. Like nobody's talking shit about her. Like they might be talking shit about you. Like, dude, Chad's a lot shorter than I thought, or he's a
He
little.
shakes like a little chihuahua when you meet him.
Does he really?
Yeah, his hands are like, "Hello, I'm Chad."
Because you guys have both met Chad in real life. So he's and Deb, you said this too. He's very socially awkward, right? Like
Yes.
he's a little nervous around you.
I thought he was kind of nervous the first time I met him. The second, third, and fourth, he was fine.
Yeah.
And
he was
you
fine.
invited him to like get a drink, and he thought you were like hitting on him, right, Deb, or something?
No, I can't speak to that per se. I just think he was uncomfortable with that. He didn't know me.
Oh,
So,
okay.
going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he felt uncomfortable. What I had said to him was, oh, next time, you play in the Off the Hook if you want to grab a drink. And I just meant like friends, like I have a drink before the show starts because I like to get to the shows early, get a good seat and everything.
Yeah.
But, so like I said, I'm not going to trash him and say that that's the way he always is. He's been very nice to me all the times I've seen him. Gave me merch and everything. I don't agree with him saying this stuff about, the ladies, I guess, and maybe we're, I think it's hurtful, and I don't know. Women get sensitive with things about that.
G-Rob says I totally do coke with KB.
Thanks, Boo.
And you know what? While we have a little pause here, play the super chat tune.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's play that.
Okay. Okay. Permasil Finishing. Thank you so much for the $9.99. Chad, you beating off with the other hand doesn't count as a new girlfriend.
Does anybody believe that he has a girlfriend? Honestly.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do a little poll in the chat. Type 1 if you think Chad has a girlfriend. Type 2 if you don't think he has a girlfriend. So 1 if he has a girlfriend, 2 if he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Someone type 2 for me.
So yeah, Lady Kate, I'm gonna put a 2. I'm gonna put a 2 myself.
How pathetic. This man is 51 years old making up a fake girlfriend.
She goes to another school.
You wouldn't know her. She goes to a different internet.
Okay.
A lot of 2s. A lot of 1 plus 1.
Okay, I've got a Big Dub on the 1, and I think
come on.
Crumbum might have
a lot
been
of people with 3 for boyfriend. So
that touche.
So Mr. Blue Sky is 1 plus 1. We've got Tu Mama Tambien. He or she has a 1. Lots of 2s.
Yeah, that's a Chad fan, I think. We have
Willie Hopscotch with a number 1.
Surprised we don't have Nick Fitzwell in the chat carrying water, or Fernum S3J or whatever his name is.
He's probably on his alt account. His
Stephen Bravo with a 1. So
yeah, he's probably doing some scam right now, trying to make some money doing GoFundMe. Any more super chats, Deb?
Yeah, well, I was getting to that. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't make me schmool out on you. All right.
Fuck you, panhandler. I don't need this right now.
That was great. We need more angry schmool. So I'm
here for it.
Oops. I'm sorry.
Well, let me do the other one first. Okay. Charlie McDennis. That's a new person. I saw that new person, new viewer, and new person in the chat. Nice to meet you for $2. It says Chad's 9th alt is here. CCCKKK. And
all right.
Play that. Throw on that Moneyballer song.
Okay.
We're gonna get to another one.
Another former friend of Chad's, Permaseal Finishing.
Finishing. Thank you so much for the $49.99. Chad, I'm only here trying to buy friends. I have no friends.
Me either.
Like you, Lady KB.
I have 0 friends.
Did Chad really ask you to be his pretend girlfriend? And how did that make you feel?
No, he never asked me that. No. I wouldn't do it anyway, Gross.
You don't have to. Well, the good thing about being his girlfriend, you can have separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
You can avoid him at all. He'll try to he wants to do his own thing. He doesn't really want a lot of time with you. So I guess if you wanted to have a fake boyfriend girlfriend relationship, I think you'd probably do worse than Chad. It seems like he's very hands off.
Yeah.
Though, separate bedrooms are underrated. For real.
Especially if you snore. Yeah.
I can't deal with the snoring. I'm very, very particular with my sleep surroundings.
Me too. I can't have I'm a very light sleeper too.
I am. It takes me a while to fall asleep. Once I fall asleep, I'm doing pretty good. Snoring, a lot of moving around. So I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm sleep in separate, sometimes I'll sleep on the couch on like a weekend if I'm like staying up late watching TV and I just fall asleep. And we're all like, oh my God, if we don't sleep in the same bed, it's the end of the world. It's just weird that you completely are just like, okay, that's going to be your room and that's going to be my room. That's a little, seems a little.
I think though, when you're single for a long time, to adjust to having somebody in a bed can be a big deal.
Drunken, you want me to get into more details about like how me and my wife cuddle in bed, and would that be good for you?
He hates everything. Don't mind him.
Yeah.
Any more? Are we all caught up? I saw one from an old friend a friend of KB, probably not a friend of mine. He probably doesn't like me much.
Oh, okay. Sorcerer
The
199.
Sorcerer.
Great show so far, guys.
Oh, hello.
Thank you, Sorcerer.
He's here for KB.
Yeah, he's certainly not here for me.
Oh,
He doesn't-
Sorcerer, don't hear what I said about you on Papa Kill. I was going on about the super chat.
We like Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. I came up with that, by the way. Sorcerer.
No, we like him. He seems like a good guy.
He seems like a good egg.
Yes. So I'm just gonna play a little bit more of this. This is where I ask him also about the ladies and how he treats ladies. Was there anything like that went on personally with her? Like, did she rebuff you, or like it just seems very personal?
Well, when I let you in as a friend, like I consider you a friend, you know, I'm sorry I thought we were friends.
Chad,
and
I don't
let a lot of people in. I'm very guarded. And
he let you in, Lady KB, and you ruined his trust. You went in NLO chat and you said you made comments, you know.
I think his problem is he gets too parasocial with his fans, and he thinks like if he's nice to you or if he sends you merch, you need to ball wash him and not question his bullshit. Sorry, I ain't the one. You know?
And if you, God forbid, you participate in another show that he's beefing with, then that's considered antagonistic towards Chad.
Yeah.
Which is funny because
Very
Chad's
odd.
alliance has changed. So you have to oh my God, who is Chad friends with this week? I got to make sure that I'm not, aligned with somebody he's not friends with, or it's so juvenile. It's so like junior high bullshit.
That's the hardest thing about all this is it's the tribalism. So you can't criticize somebody, they get mad. They think you're not their friend. Or you might like a show, like let's think of something that polarizes people. Let's say you say
you went on with the Papa Kill show after we were like
right, and I
all
did.
night.
Yeah, and I did. And guess what? Somebody wanted to
the
run to
tattletale
you
final
a
boss
tattletale. Yeah, who doesn't think I have friends in private chats that see what he says.
I need to share this with this because people know about Final Boss. So we did that show, the Clown Town show with Povo, and he talked about how the Clown Town ended.
Yeah.
And I didn't bash Papa Kill, but I did have some kind of pointed remarks about him, and definitely we have butted heads. And then later that night, Deb, you went on, I think, with Granny.
I was on a tear. I went on Granny's show. I just
had a couple of red wines, and
red wines. I went on Granny's show, and then I saw Teamster Tim was on with Papa Kill. So I'm like, Tim, give me the link on that one. And they had me on, and we had a blast. And I said on that show, I said, I was funnier as the night went on. So I started out here, it was more serious.
We were on performance enhancers.
And I started yucking it up with Granny and 2K. And then by the time I got on Papa Kill, plus Teamster Tim, who is somebody I consider a friend that I met through this, we laughed and we like to bust balls or bust chops.
Yes.
So and then but Final Boss sent me a DM, and I woke up at like 5 a.m. to Final Boss. Hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you Deb was going on with Papa Kill last night, and and I know you're beefing with him, and if that was me, I'd want to know. So I wanted and I was like, thanks, Final Boss. And then I reached out to you. I said because or actually you reached out to me.
I reached out to you. I gave you the heads up, and I said that somebody that was in a group chat with him. Some little rat
is out there. Some little Sonic the Hedgehog's out there.
And that old Sonic the Hedgehog is trying to like bust up this thing of ours, and breaking into the Dan crime family. So
and I have one rule about you like going on shows. I don't fucking care. Go on whatever show you want. Like there's no fucking like I'm not your boss. I'm not like we're just We do a show
And
together.
like
In
I
fact,
said-
go on and talk to people that are my enemies. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, who
and I
gives
don't really
a shit?
have
This-
enemies anyway.
It's all silly nonsense.
know-
Who
Yeah.
cares?
Like I said, Dan, you're burning it down left and right. And
I
and
burn a lot of burn a lot of
and
bridges.
a
like
lot of the
Kevin.
people, I like. And I mean, I have criticisms, and that's normal to have criticisms about different people. But like Shmuel, I like Shmuel. He's
Mhm.
been wonderful to me. When I saw him, he helped me help me have that cart to hand out the merch. When I had surgery, he was genuinely concerned
Yeah,
and
he
checking
was.
up on me. Okay. I'll
like
never
Shmuel.
forget that. But I mean, I can still say he was a lot over the top with Panhandler. He takes all of this so seriously.
Yeah.
And I mean, even like the dang lizard list, it is so mad
Oh, it's eating
that
away
like
at him.
we're
That
all
me and you
like
were ahead of him on that list.
that, I mean, I'm mad at you, Dan. Are you mad at that?
Number
It's
138, number 130.
130. What were you, KB?
174, I want to say.
Right. So
think-
we're like Panhandler. I remember he's 175. I think
I'm one
Shmuel's
above him. Haha.
Victoria KB, you look amazing.
Victoria.
Aw. And while we're speaking,
I want to
of
read that. Can I read this one?
Oh, you going to read this one? That
Or
one?
do you want to read it?
Don't ever Google that.
I was going to read it, but I was going
Okay,
to
you
say,
read it.
I was going to say, speaking of looking amazing, check out Kiana C. Thompson Nudes for 99 cents. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you.
And to what KB was saying, I hear that there, like sometimes if you type that into Google, some things come up, but but don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't ever, whatever you do,
Don't
not
ever
do that.
Google it. That's not right.
Whatever
you
Google
know.
Keanu C. Thompson nudes or Keanu
Yeah.
C. Thompson fingering. Do not, whatever you do not Google that.
Wow, I wasn't going to go that far. Dirty Deeds, thank you for the $2. Chad, I met you 2 times. Let's get married.
Oh boy.
He does. He is very like junior high mentality. Like he thinks
Yeah.
you talked a couple times. Oh, we're friends, or maybe if you were like flirty, like, oh my god, she wants me or something, and in whatever weird sort of like, and not that he would do anything because he probably has never been with a lady and wouldn't know what to do with one. But
He's very incel-y. It's very incel behavior,
yeah,
I think you see that a lot in online communities.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Listen, I don't mean to change the subject, but my dog just came in with this dog toy. And I have to show you this. Does this look like a fucking dog toy to you?
oh
No,
my god, I've
no,
seen
it
some
looks like
videos.
Kong's
and that ain't
wild
no
now.
dog toy.
Oh, wait, let me.
It says Kong on
I
it.
saw something
swear
like
to
that in
God.
Montreal one time, and there wasn't dogs on either
He
end of
came in,
it.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, this is going to clip it, Doom.
That's
Doom.
fine.
That's going to be a screenshot.
The dog's
Like,
been in
whoa.
Lady KB's drawers again.
I swear it says Kong on it. It's not. It's not mine.
Oh God! See, I got to bring that back up. The nudes and Kong toys.
Ay,
But
ay, ay.
Are we all caught up?
I think so. We're all caught up.
Okay.
I believe so. That means we can end the show. We'll do the KB end the show. We're all caught up.
All right. Let's just get through this the lady thing, and then we'll talk a little bit about maybe Shmuel and Chad and what happened there.
And when you betray my trust just so you can get some chat room clout or you can get the Onion Army on your side, then yeah, you go fuck
Oh my
yourself.
God.
Because
Is that what you're trying to do? Get the Onion Army on your side?
No, everything goes back to Melton with him. This man is in his head 24/7. You ever notice that everything is Melton's fault or like?
Melton makes a lot of people feel. So
Yeah, he sure
Well,
does.
later on in this, he said, I asked him, Chad, what do you think about people that say that you lie all the time? And he's like, well, Melton lies all the time.
Yeah, that was
Carl
wild.
lies all the time.
Well, they lie, so it's okay if I do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like not everybody lies all the time. Some people some
lot of
people fib.
deflection.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I gave you access I don't give to a lot of people, and you ruined it. You burned it. I don't need you. Go fuck yourself. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Now, a lot of people have been saying that you have a problem with women. And if you look at you, there were a lot of people, Doodle, Lady KB, Stella B, Eva, G-Rob. It seems like you just go down the line, all these female supporters. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be neutral on this. I don't necessarily agree with that, but how would you answer people that make that contention that Chad really has an issue with females?
What about Kenya K and tarnished maid. Let's talk about these females that are cool as fuck that I'm cool with. Like, why do we have to point out Melton's onion? The doodle thing just got
Again,
out of
with
control. That was just that the whole Deadpool thing was called off, and the whole pay doodle thing was just retarded. And I think that drove a wedge between me and her. And that's if I was gonna make up with one person, it would probably be her because she was cool as fuck and nice, and I have no problem with her, except that thing got out of control. But everybody else, go fuck themselves. I don't care. Like G-Rob is just, I took away her wrench because she was talking away shit and she pouted about it.
That's not true. I've
Stella
seen the
B's just
DMs.
whatever. I don't.
I love that. This is the stuff where I just wonder what like a normie would think. Well, I took away her mod privileges and she
Who gives a
pitched fit.
shit?
Like who fucking cares, dude? Wrenches and
So
mods.
stupid.
I think people use the wrenches as like a status that,
Yeah.
and it goes back to being parasocial, that
Yeah.
this creator fancies me because
I trust you enough with a
Nick
wrench.
Ricada gave me his
Okay.
wrench, and now
they
I'm
trust
like,
me. I'm like on a higher level than the rest of
I'm in the
chatter.
King's Guard of whatever this show is. You know, I'm in part of the army of. Yeah, it's so weird.
Care about her at all. She's fine. Whatever. Who else was there?
Eva.
Yeah, she
Ava.
just flips. She's weird. She's a psycho. She's in a chat room 9 hours a day. And again, did
How does he
nothing to
know
these
that if
people.
he's not
Mailed
in-
him merch, nice to him.
I know. How does he know?
How does he? Yeah. If
he
she's in
keeping
chat rooms
tabs?
9 hours a day, that means he's in chat rooms 9 hours a day. You know?
I've heard some people spreading. Well, I don't know if it's a rumor, but that he has a few different little alternate accounts that he
Yeah.
kind of goes in and out with. And some name. So if you see a name that, I'll have to see if I can figure out what the names are. But
Jason Craig or something. I don't
yeah,
remember.
Jason Craig is one of them. Yeah.
And they all just, I think they just like the attention. I really do believe they like the attention and they like the pile-on, and that's where we're at.
Do you think Melton is manipulating people to kind of go after you and give you shit? I mean, do you think he's? I couldn't. So I knew, and this kind of goes to your point, KB. I know how obsessed he is with Melton, so I had to like get like a little bit of a Melton question in
Yeah.
right after this and see what he had to say behind a lot of this. People turning on you.
Absolutely. He's the biggest puppeteer out of all of them. He's the car salesman. Like, and Melton knows I know this. He knows I know this, and that's why he hates me so bad. And I don't care about him. I know what he is. I know what he stands for in the comedy world. And this is the most success he's ever had in this portion of his life. I mean, in 2019, he was in tax trouble with the IRS. Like, this is the most money he's ever made because of Steel Toe and all of this. And I'm the one who brought him around. And of course he flames that fire. Of course. He knows what to do. He's been in the game for a long time, 20 years. He's picked up all the tricks. He watched what Red Bar did to him, and he just copies, and he does that. So he knows how to build a community, get him in the Discord, get him in the chat. He built it. He knows how to have.
He's building a cult, the Onion Cult, and Lady KB wants to be his co-cult leader, and she's farming attention for the
And
Onion
turning
Cult.
everyone against him. It's never his fault. It's never his fault.
These people come
Unreal.
out and have breakfast and lunch with him. He has these events. He takes care of his high rollers, his reels, his Evas, and all them, and they buy into it. And, you know, it is what it is. It's a business. And this is all he has, but he's been doing it since 2004. So he's been around. I'm new to this. 4 years in, maybe, you know. So
I'm new to this, dude.
I'm new to this.
You've
I've
been
been doing
comedy
it
for
4
20
years.
years, and you've been doing like online stuff and radio for like 10 years. I mean,
Oh,
come on, you're not new to this.
Speaking of tax, the tax is theft. Gifted one. This was earlier.
We don't know. We
Gifted
don't
one.
show that one. He said he's going to charge it back, so take that off the screen.
Oh, I think he was kidding.
I know. I think he was kidding.
So, all right. Taxes theft, gifted one nice podcast stupid membership. Thank you so much. And Chip Galloway became a YouTube member. Thank you. Thank you both. I just want
I
to.
think we already credited them on.
They get a double today. It's a
Okay,
two
we'll
for
give him a
Yep.
double.
two for Thursday. All right.
I want to get to the gay part too. I forget what the timestamp on it.
All
Oh,
right.
this is
I'll
wild.
be right back while you do that. I gotta get some water.
Oh, okay. We got to ask him about going into the house.
about when you guys go in and record stuff, like if I'm doing a sold out theater show with Swartzen or whoever, you want to do your best and you're going to come up with your best. You're not going to try shit out or just.
Lady KB, are you familiar with Chad's rap sheet with his criminal record? Have you heard?
I sure am.
think he's been arrested 37 times, if I'm plus or minus
Yes.
a few.
Yep.
So yeah, I had to ask him about the one that sticks out at me is there's one where he got arrested at a house because he walked into somebody's kitchen and some girl was like, "Why is this man in our kitchen?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he walked out, and the police came and
Yeah, that's
gave a very
odd.
interesting story about this.
Yeah, let's see if this one works. This one. So you're
Times it's hard to get a job.
so if I'm doing another show, I did a show what 4 days ago. I tried out all new stuff. Like I constantly do that. So
Have you thought about just leaning into like your story of like, yeah, guys, I've been arrested this many times. It's hard to get a job. It's, I have never been married. I'm 50 years old. I'm not where I want to be. Like leaning into not
I
the
have.
loser angle.
I talked about one of my albums is my mugshot cover from my DUI arrest where I talked extensively of everything that happened. And it's hard to get a job. I got a job in radio when I supposedly had this awful criminal record dating back there. They do background checks. It wasn't a problem. So if I'm this horrible, horrible criminal, how did I get a job working for iHeartRadio? I'm curious. I don't know. And I haven't
Do you have
applied
any
for
jokes about like the time where you showed up in the woman's like kitchen and you didn't know how you got there? Like, do you have like?
No.
There's a lot of funny stories that you have that I would lean into them
Because it's
and be like,
bullshit. It's
man,
like
I was so wasted. I ended up in some girl's kitchen and I don't even know how the fuck I got there.
If you go listen to my shit about the blender and everything, it's all in my albums. I talk about it. But that thing was thrown out because it was a misunderstanding because my neighbors were out of town. I was in college. I was a college kid. And her little sister was there and she didn't know who I was, called the police. And they came.
Lady KB, did you ever randomly walk into somebody's kitchen and house when you were in college? You're just kind of like just going
Never.
in and out of houses.
Never.
Hey,
I
can I get some
once-
sugar?
I once got in the wrong car and tried to start. It was the same exact car as mine. It was open.
I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
Came and then eventually got thrown out because they said, "Oh yeah, that's Chad. He comes over all the time. It's not a big deal."
Yeah. By the way, he wasn't in college. He was 30 years old.
No, he wasn't. He was 24.
Oh, he was 24.
He was 24. He wasn't.
Okay,
I
but
have
you're
to-
still.
I have the thing pulled up here and it said Chad A. Zumak, 24 of 300 block of Tonkin Court was charged on Tuesday with burglary in connection with the case. Doesn't that mean that he stole something from the house?
Yeah, it seems like it was more than just, hey, I walked in the kitchen. It seems like, yeah, you were burglarizing the house. You stole.
Yeah, he
something.
stole something, and yeah, exactly.
So
So
it
that got
wasn't,
blown
it wasn't like a mistaken house. Like you were intentionally in that house then, but you didn't know who you were.
See, this is how dumb people are. You guys like to run with this narrative of like.
I'm
what you
just
think
curious. I'm just
happened.
asking a question. I don't know anything
I
about
was
it.
in
I just
college.
You're
We
not
lived next
good.
door. And we would go back and forth to each other's houses all the fucking time. I had no idea they went out of town. I popped over. The sister was staying there. She didn't know who I was. She screamed. I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Angie." Her name was Angie. I go, "I'm Angie's friend. I live next door." So she called the police.
So you just entered the house.
Yeah, we just go in. I knock on the door and walk in. The door was open, so I walked in. It wasn't like it was breaking and entering. And I just walked in.
Breaking and
Breaking
entering.
and entering.
I love when he fucks up simple words. Breaking and entering. I was breaking and
God,
entering.
it makes me laugh.
Thrown out. It was like a nothing. It was a nothing because they came home. They're like, "Yeah, that's Chad. It's our neighbor. He's fine." So that's how it happened.
Why were you going into the house?
Because we do that all day long, like back and forth. We go to each other's houses. Dan, this is such a nothing that you're trying to make into something.
No, I'm just asking a question.
Yeah,
It's
knock
just-
with
we would
it's
defensive.
go.
very
We would knock.
bizarre.
We go into each other's houses. Like,
I'm really, Chad. I'm just curious. I'm just asking
Jesus
questions.
Christ. Chill.
like back and forth. I was living with my buddy Mike. They come over to our place. We go over theirs. They live in the house next door. It was just like a frat house.
It's like neighbors. You just kind of bounce in and out of houses.
We were
and
college
stuff.
kids. It was a frat house. They were out of town. I didn't know. I came over to hang out, and the sister was staying with them. But this was like 2020, or no, I'm not even 2007 or 8, or I don't even remember. I was like fucking in my 20s. So
Okay.
I mean,
what
it's-
else?
It's I mean, no, and I'm
It's
not,
not
trying
crazy.
to be a dick.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's not. I'm friends with them to this day. It's there's no story. It's a nothing.
But you've been arrested quite a few times.
Yeah, I have.
Do you
Yeah.
know how many times?
No, I don't. I don't, Dan.
I mean, it's just like
Are you going on your troll route now? Is that where we're going?
I'm just asking questions, Chad. I'm just
God, so defensive. Man.
I want to see if I could find the gay one.
Oh my God, his reaction is my favorite thing ever.
Maybe if I put the subtitles. Deb, think of something to say while I'm trying to find this.
Well, you know what? I'm going to bring up this super chat here. Thank you, Shane M. $10. Do any of you think Melton has actually harmed a child? Yes.
No.
No, I don't
go
either.
ahead, sorry.
I don't. Sorry. No, I don't either. What about you, Dan?
No, I
No.
don't. I mean, he's made edgy jokes
Yeah.
Right.
because he's trying to get a rise out of people, the cup holder thing and some other
Right.
stuff. I mean,
like-
It's distasteful, but no, I don't think that at all.
other people, Jim Norton used to do that all the
Yep.
time.
Yeah,
the
Uncle
Yeah.
Paul. Like if you
Yep.
laughed at Uncle Paul, you can't like clutch your pearls at Milton's little song there. Get the
Right.
fuck out of here.
Right. I think people in general, and especially in the Hackverse, Dabbleverse, are quick to call everybody a PDF file that they don't
that's
like.
the thing
you
now.
know, yeah, and yes, he has made distasteful jokes. To quote the late great Patrice O'Neill, good jokes and bad jokes come from the same place. I agree with that absolutely. You
Yes.
know, so definitely. And we'll get back one more, and we'll get back into the Chad topic. Hold on a second. I was clicking on it, and it disappeared. All right. G-Rob. Hey, G-Rob. Thanks for the $5. Chad is obviously jealous that Melton is better at podcasting than him.
her. We have to use Chad's proper pronouns. It's she,
Oh,
her.
okay.
So who came up with that we're calling him she and her?
Melton did.
Oh,
That's
Melton,
Chad's
that's Melton.
pronouns.
Oh, okay. Well, I was out of the loop on that. Chad is obviously jealous that Melton is better at podcasting than her. KB is awesome and truthful. Chad is a lying bitch.
No, G-Rob, I love you.
Thank you for the $5, G-Rob.
All right, so let's. This is this was one of the high points of this interview, and then we'll talk a little bit about Shmuel versus Chad after that.
Okay.
Answer one time without deflecting. And yes, your drops in production is maddening. You use it as a crutch.
Really?
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants.
Of course, Chad had to play all the greatest hits to
Well, yeah.
show Mr. Blue
Did a
Sky.
great-
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Drew, my boy.
You
I love
Too
Drew.
much.
I love Drew.
All I'm focused on
I'm
right
making
now.
money.
What was the word?
I'm getting paid.
You're welcome.
Chad, can I ask another question?
Go ahead.
And
ahead.
once again, this is not you do something. What I did. Chad, can I ask you a question? You know when I said that, it's like, all right, what's Dan going to come
He's
up with
so
now? And
annoyed
Chad,
with you.
he already has that look. He's like, oh shit, what's he going to do to me now?
He's trolling.
Meant to be a.
Yeah.
This is $2 Dan asking the question, not Dan from Nice Podcast. Stupid troll. This is a genuine, honest question. By the way, anytime I tell you like if there's a butt coming, or it's like I'm not trying to troll. I'm not trying. This is not meant to be a troll, but it is absolutely 100% meant to be a troll. Okay. Why do you think so many people accuse you of being gay?
That's a total troll, and you know it is. It's
It's the elephant in the room. I mean, people
there's
say
no
that
elephant. No,
you're-
it's not the elephant in the room. It's a complete lie. It's ridiculous. It's insanity. It's only in this fucking corner of the internet that's a thing. It's so far from anything. It's so retarded. It doesn't even need to be addressed. It's stupid. It's dumb.
That's a normal
It doesn't
response.
exist. It never happened. None of that's real. That's just something you guys want to try to cling on me. Meanwhile, you got a guy who talks with the lisp, who's probably been with one girl his entire life, maybe Patrick
Deflection.
Melton, Carl, and you're
Deflection.
calling me gay? Go through my fucking Facebook, bitches. Like, look at the. All right, you guys are.
All right.
Dan,
So one thing I just want to say, like, and just for where I was coming at with this, whenever you ask a question like that, the only rule is you just shut the fuck up and you don't say anything.
Yeah, watch this. Hey, Dan, are you gay?
No, I'm not gay. I'm happily married.
Exactly.
It's very easy. And then I don't. Why is this even a question, Lady KB? Why would you ever ask me that? Why would you say that why would you think that I'm gay? Like this, Melton is gay.
wild.
Melton's the one that's only been with one woman. Why would you think that? No, I just say, no, I'm happily married. I've dated many women over my life. And I'm very comfortable with my sexuality and
Yep.
seen. There's not much more that has to be said. So it's a little suspicious.
Yeah,
Little
for
suspicious.
sure.
Deb, are you gay?
Nope.
Nope. Yep. See, there you go. And even if you were, and even if I was, and
It's not, I don't look at it as an insult to call somebody gay.
no, I was asking him, and maybe that was maybe if he wanted to come out of the closet, and he like, once again, I'm not trying to out him if he is gay, but I don't know. Dan's a lot of things. One thing he's not is gay. Thank you, Reverend Rage. Yes, exactly. I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit. I'm an awful person. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm short, but I'm bald. But I'm not gay. I'm straight as an arrow. Dechua for $4.99. Melton would shove a toddler to the ground if it got in his way to the buffet.
That's true.
Yes, he has hurt a child. That's not very nice, Dechua. I think she's telling a funny right there.
She's just
Could you do that 99-cent one again?
What? The 99
Chad, just
cent
come
one?
out of the closet already, man. It's cool. It's 2025. We won't judge you.
Keanu C. Thompson nudes, 99 cents. Super sticker. Thank you again, Keanu C. Thompson nudes for 99 cents. Thank you for participating in our show, Keanu C. Thompson nudes. Thank you so much, Keanu C. Thompson nudes.
Is that because of this?
Yeah. Oh, Deb, you're so smart. When I saw Gino in there, I figured we'd thank the inspiration from his wife for that lovely super chat or super tip or
Hi,
whatever.
Gino. Hi,
Super
Six.
sticker. Lady KB, would you ever go on with Chad? Would you ever do the one-on-one thing? Because I think he threw out the gauntlet to you. You don't want to have any of that fucking.
I'm not giving him content. I'm not making him money. No, thank you. All he's going to do is lie and deflect anyway. What's the point?
Yeah.
Why?
There's really it's. I did it because that's kind of what I like to do. I like to walk the tightrope, and I like to kind of and I had sort of a game plan going into it, but it's really a no-win situation for anyone other than maybe a Cardiff, maybe somebody else, an NJ Ranger or somebody who wants
someone
wants
who
to do
has
it.
some followings, but I don't do a podcast. I'm just here and there,
And the funny thing is, if you did do it and he was standoffish, or it would make him look even worse too. It would be like a bully anyway. There's nothing for him to gain either from doing it either. I don't know what.
Does he want to be friends with me? I have no interest in being.
So there's no. This is leading into a question I was going to have for you. There's no path to reconciliation, because I like to be a peacemaker, and I like to see people get along.
I have no interest. People like that they have patterns. He'll just do it again and again and again and again, and I'm good.
Yeah, understood.
Did you happen to catch any of Shmuel Buckman the other night? I think you saw at least one of the clips, right?
Yeah.
So this one's really funny. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully it doesn't do that too long for me. But Shmuel. So Shmuel, as we talked about before, and maybe I'll take it off the screen just while we have a little chat amongst ourselves. Shmuel Buckman, my good friend, the elder statesman of the Dabble story, and even
the wise sage,
the
Dabble versus Grandpa.
Somebody said that he tries to think he's like Gandalf. He's like the Gandalf of the Dabbleverse, the wise old wizard.
Yeah, addicted to Prophet said that.
Yes, Addicted to Prophet said that. So he was he basically. So this is something about Shmuel Buckman that everyone needs to know. Shmuel Buckman is fixated on yours truly. Shmuel Buckman wants to do anything because I've messed with him a little bit, so I understand why he's doing it. He looks at me as his competition in some ways because we're both sort of in the lower tiers of the hierarchy. Because Shmuel Buckman is very hierarchical. Like he looks at like where you're at in the strata of things, and he is the classic social climber. If you've ever been in a job, you know, that one bitch or that dude at work that's always, you know, sucking up, that wants to move up the corporate ladder, where you're just doing your job and you're going to, you know, you're not going to be that person because that's not who you are. But there's always that one guy who's always trying to get ahead. That's Shmuel Buckman. And he does that in the Dabbleverse. He really wants to be a guy. He wants to be in Tuki's crew, or he wants to have a big show, and he like MLC, and he gets all the super chats, and he wants to be invited. His goal, his dream is not to go to Hackamania. It's to be invited to Hackamania. He wants to be a star. He wants to be on the dais with all of the celebrities of Hackamania or DabbleCon. He really wants to be one of those guys. That's really what Shmuel Buckman is doing. So when he sees somebody on his level or just below it or just above it, you're competition for him. So he wants to take you out. So Shmuel Buckman saw me go against Chad. No one asked Shmuel Buckman to do the Chad show. Shmuel Buckman volunteered. He threw his arm up there. I was asked. Chad asked me to do it. Chad and the audience asked. The audience said, Melton, Cardiff, or Dan. Nobody said Shmuel Buckman, but Shmuel's like, oh, I'll be next. I'll be next in line. I want homework. Give me homework. Let me get in there. And it was all expressly so that he could do it, so that he could outdo me, so that he could brag and he could say, Dan sucked. Dan was a pussy. Dan sucked up to Chad, but the wise old Shmuel Buckman came in and saved the day and won. And that's going to elevate him up to the next level. So if he wanted to really do that, the fatal mistake that he made was he couldn't follow the fucking rules. And I talked about that before. I won't rehash it, but
Right.
the rules, going one-on-one with Chad, you know what you're getting into. You know, you got to play by his rules. Like Lady KB said, he's like a teenager. He's like a kid. You got to treat him with kid gloves. And if he says that he wants you to do something, you got to do it. Well, Shmuel Buckman couldn't do that. And then Shmuel Buckman, you know, was complaining because he broke the rules because he wanted a simulcast. So he went on his show afterwards when it got canceled, and he proceeded to have a bitch fit. Deb, anything I've missed there in terms of setting the table?
No, not really. DK, going back to Chad real quick, I put up a thing from DK. Did you take it down?
I'm sorry, I took it down.
Yeah, please, leave it up, please. And I got to find it again. But basically, DK said, you let Chad deflect.
Yes. Yep, exactly. I played, it was almost like jujitsu. Like you let him attack and you just kind of just lay back and sort of, you know, you throw something at him and then you kind of just let him kind of deflect and go in whatever his range.
Yeah.
Ask him a question and then shut up and then see what he does and make him uncomfortable. And I think it worked, but it's a game and you can't do it the same with everybody, but you have to know, like, if you know Chad, if you know your enemy, you know how you're going to fight him. And that's sort of what you have to do with Chad. Buckman, on the other hand, wants to go in all guns blazing because he's smarter than everybody else. Shmuel Buckman is always the smartest man in every room that he walks into, and he'll be the first to tell you that. So that's what he tried to do, and he was not happy that cowardly Chad backed out on him. And
I want to get back to it too. I think Chad was wise to not do the debate. Because when you ask somebody to do something and you're agreeing upon rules of engagement, you need to follow that. You know, Shmuel, now I'm going to ask you, KB, supposedly this is what I heard, that you were going around, or Shmuel had asked you to tell people, hey, don't super chat in Chad's channel. We're going to go over to Shmuel's and give Shmuel the money.
I knew nothing about that.
Okay,
I
so
really don't
yeah,
have any contact
okay.
with Shmuel.
I might have embellished that part a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I do know that
Okay.
NJ Ranger sent a super chat to MLC.
Oh,
saying
okay.
that
Sorry about that, Kay. I just wanted to ask the question
No,
and
it's
get
all
your
right.
perspective on that.
sometimes
But
when I'm on a roll, I start kind of embellishing a little bit. I think I probably made Lady KB seem like she was, but just because I
I
knew
thought
she was
she was
against
running
Chad.
around like, "Hey, everybody! Hey, guys! Come over there! Go over
No,
there!"
no, I don't play those games. I don't get involved.
She was not getting involved.
I didn't think so, but I did want to ask and get your opinion.
But there was
on that.
definitely Shmuel Buckman DM'd Tukey and other people and said, "Hey, I'm going on with Chad. Go on, tell people to go on my, follow on my stream and super chat me or super tip me and don't do it for Chad." So he definitely there was up to some chicanery, as I like to say,
I just
behind the
think
scenes.
that it was sneaky that he wanted to do
Well, those
his
types.
show.
Those types, those Irishmen. They
those Irishmen, yes.
can't trust.
The having Panhandler and Cigarette Jones.
By the way, I think this was our first time seeing Cigarette Jones. Interesting.
New guy that
Yeah,
dropped.
this
He
was
looks like he's in like a
debut.
terrorist cell room.
Yeah,
lighting.
So Cigarette Jones, welcome. We got a new chatter face that dropped. That's what I call it, a new chat face drop.
He's a
New
good
face
egg.
dropped.
The-
Dabbler says
Yay.
Shmuel absolutely didn't message me. He wouldn't dare bother me with such odds. Don't ruin the narrative, B Dabbler. Shush. Just roll.
right,
Just go
right.
with it. We're trying to take Shmuel Buckman down here.
I thought it was very disingenuous to want to simulcast it with your other two guys running it. Don't be greedy. You just got monetized.
NJ
Knock
Ranger
it off. Don't be greedy, Shmuel. There'll be plenty of money to play
Lady KB
bubble
are
crap.
NJ Ranger was the bad egg. I mean, he's a nice guy.
Okay.
Let's play a little bit of Shmuel getting in his feels about the failed debate show.
Part of this show too. That was kind of the piece de resistance.
Well,
of this
look,
whole evening.
don't break my balls. You know what? I was trying to.
he comes out. He's like and he does this with Dave Sarah. He does it with Panhandler. He just starts shit talking his guests whenever they dare to kind of push back on whatever Shmuel thinks, and it's a loving little relationship he has with his guests.
I was trying to get Chad to actually fucking do the show, and so it took more time than I expected, and fuck him. And I wasn't sandbagging the guy. I had questions that I wanted to ask him. They were going to be pretty simple. I mean, people were sending me his criminal record. I got just all sorts of things to go after him with. I wasn't going to use any of them, And
that's all old shit. I mean, everybody already knows about that stuff. Like, it's no point. You should have had that already. Like, I mean, that's going after that. I mean, the only thing interesting would have been, him going after the ladies or whatever. That's kind of recent that he's been going so hard in the paint over that. Hello, CJ, by the way. Good to see you.
All right. Well,
hi, Panhandler.
Why don't you debate him then?
Sure. I won't try and steal his money and simulcast like you did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Panhandler.
Got him.
Oh no, you didn't, Panhandler. And Panhandler's absolutely stealing all my talking points because I was sending super chats in and I was like, you simulcast Buckman. So Buckman is already fired up about that, and Panhandler, I think, was running with it.
To steal his money and simulcast. You know what?
You're really pissed, man. This is kind of funny.
Fuck him. No, fuck him. He wasted my fucking goddamn time. I gave him my fucking phone number. The guy could have called me if he had a problem, but he's typical. It's a ballless thing. This is all about Cardiff. He's terrified of Cardiff. That's what 100% about what this is about. And he thought Cardiff had something to do with it. And instead of calling and talking to me, instead of saying something to me, he fucking sweat his balls off, and then at the last minute chickened out, And he's gonna blame me like he's everybody else.
But even
like I'm everybody else.
But even if you shared the link and it was on Chad's show, he wouldn't have to put him on. So what's the big deal, right? I mean, I don't think I
just want to play one comment for Big W. You don't waste Buckman's time. I always think of the scene from Godfather where Fredo talks about Mo Green. And I don't know if anyone knows the reference. You don't mess with a man like Mo Green. Like Shmuel Buckman is like Mo Green, the mob boss from Vegas. You don't treat a man like Mo Green. You don't talk to him like that. You don't talk to Shmuel Buckman like that.
Shmuel doesn't have much time left. He can't be wasting time like that.
Yeah, really. Come on. Mr. Blue Sky, thank you
Are those
for
Cronus?
the kroners for
50
$50. That's that's like $5 our money. Rochi, and I thank you. Rochi was the saboteur this time too, behind the scenes.
Hashtag the real Rochi. Yeah, Rochi's a little bit of a troublemaker behind the scenes.
Rochi's a little shit stirrer there.
Yeah.
You don't think you would do that, number one, but Cardiff couldn't have got on screen unless Chad pulled him up from
just
backstage.
like your comment, Shmuel's 98. He doesn't have time to waste.
True.
Or, what was I going to ask him? I mean, look, Shmuel is 98. He doesn't have time to waste. Young old vibes, you're 100%. I actually had a show planned for tonight, and that wasn't Chad related, and had to turn a guest down, which I don't like doing. And it's the second.
That's another
Shmuel
one.
doesn't love doing that. Shmuel, I can't. So let me tell a little story. Let's do a little.
Oh,
story time right
you're
now.
gonna go back to history, right?
No, I'm not gonna rehash my story.
No, but you can mention it briefly because that was kind of where you started beefing with Shmuel.
Yeah, Shmuel has stood me up before. So let's just put it that way. Not only has he stood me up, no fewer than two, possibly three people have DM'd me behind the scenes and said Shmuel did the exact same thing to him. He said, "Hey, I'm going to have you on my show. I'm going to send you the link. I start at like 9:00. Just hold tight, or whatever time it was. Hold tight." And because he doesn't want to do he doesn't want to like bring you in beforehand. Like, I'll bring my guest on. I want to chat, make sure we're cool. Shmuel has to start his show and he'll send it when he's ready. So he'll let you sit around there waiting for it. And then suddenly he doesn't send it. So you're sitting there. It's like, okay, 9:15 comes. All right. Is he sending me the link? Okay. And then it's 9:30. Then you're sending him DMs. It's like, are we still on? Do you still need me? Because you're doing him a favor. He's not like even paying you for this.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have the courtesy. And by the way, Ray DeVito did the exact same thing to me. He asked me to come on his show one time. And I sat there, and then he didn't send the link. And I'm sending him messages.
The audacity.
Yeah, I got.
And then when you did go on, he was kind of like, "Why are you here?" He didn't know.
Well, that was another time.
Yeah,
that was another
funny.
time. Yeah, and he's like, "So what are you here for?" I was like, "I don't know. You asked me to come on. You fucking mongoloid."
Hey, Ray got a colonoscopy today. Let's not be too hard on him.
I saw Mommy. I don't know if she was. I don't think she was in the chat, but wasn't she his chauffeur from the colonoscopy? I think.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
Oh my God, what a life! But yeah, let's just say Shmuel has a habit of canceling on. That's a nice way of saying canceling on guests. Hopefully, the person he canceled on at least got a message to let them know that.
Second time I had to turn this person down. So
yeah, I think
that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Lady KB, the talk shit to my face guy ain't looking so tough now, because that was like one of the.
By the way, you're not wrong. Lady KB is not wrong. It is chicken shit that Chad finds these little technicalities to back out on it. So
anything he can find to back out, he will.
Yeah, and I'm not. I see both sides of it, so I'm not saying that he's not without blame. But you have to know that you're dealing with a child with Chad.
Yes.
So like you kind of like you have to know ahead of time. Okay, he's gonna pull some childlike bitch fit on me, and I gotta be ready for that. So if you give him a reason to cancel on you, he will cancel on you.
Mm-hmm.
The other questions, right? I mean, there were a bunch of them, but most of them were pretty simple. But the first question I was going to ask him was, when he said he wanted to debate his haters, what did he hope to accomplish by doing that? Like, what was the purpose of doing that? And
by the way, I'm pretty sure that the freak out is coming here in 1 or 2 minutes.
And probably a follow-up was, if you wanted to do it with your haters, why did you block the people who hate you the most? Johnny Mac 86, $5.15. Thank you, so Johnny. Expecting Chad to conduct business in good faith. I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna argue that for many other reasons, but this one is true. I really thought that I was probably going to be. I'm an old man. I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? And I had met Chad in Atlantic City, and we'd had a couple of chuckles, you know, and so he knew who I was. He knows what I look like. I totally didn't think that interview. You're the one that wanted a debate. I'm really disappointed in you. I'm also probably the only person on the planet that insisted you'd come through. I'll be on at 8.
Come on,
be
Pan.
the tough guy
Give
you
it to
keep
us.
claiming to be, and send me a link. Haven't gotten the link.
All right. Well, I mean, the smart move would have been to talk to Lady KB, and if she was ready to go on stream, get her on here instead of me, and try and agitate her.
Hey, Panhandler, you know what? I'm not here for your bullshit tonight. All right? You want to play fucking games, play games, but not tonight. All right?
I'm not.
I'm not
Oh my
fucking.
God.
I'm not in the fucking mood. I'm not in the mood. I'm just not in the fucking mood, man. It's like,
What did I say?
you
I-
want
I
to
gave
dick
you-
around. You
I
want to
gave you
dick
the
around.
suggestion.
The smart move, this, that, the other thing. Yeah, I got all fucking day to sit around and come up with smart moves, man. Just stop, right? I'm going to.
This is just like what is wrong with you, Buckman? It's and he had like it was a fair comment. He's like, well, maybe you should have talked to Lady KB and maybe see if she could
Right.
come on. And I don't have time for this Panhandler.
Not tonight.
Not
He
tonight.
gets so irritated.
Oh my
Like
God.
I've noticed when he has
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Yeah, it's just like Big Lebowski.
when he's had like Dave Sarah on, he gets and Dave Sarah can be frustrating. We all know.
Yeah,
that.
when Dave
We love
Sarah is
him.
having a Dave Sarah moment, he can be
Right.
tough. But
But
even when he's not, Buckman just
Schmuel
yells at
is
him.
very can be very passive aggressive.
Mhm.
Oh, he's fidgeting too much. I'm gonna dump him off the screen, or he did, any little thing. Schmuel doesn't have a lot of patience, is what with some people is what I'm noticing.
Or when people go off
dropping in a
camera, he'll get pissed off. Like, come back
yeah.
on camera right now. And you're like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
man.
You did
I
a
mean,
show
chill.
with for 2 years as a moderator. Now this bullshit. I put a lot of effort. Mood. I'm not.
Well, I mean, the smart move would have been to talk to Lady KB, and if she was ready to go on stream, get her on here instead of me, and try and agitate her.
Hey, Panhandler, you know what? I'm not here for your bullshit tonight. All right? You want to play fucking games, play games, but not tonight. All right?
I'm not.
I'm
playing
not
games.
fucking. I'm not in the fucking
said-
mood. I'm
you
not
said
in the
rules.
mood. I'm just not in the fucking mood, man. It's like.
What did I say?
You
I-
want
I
to
gave
dick
you a-
around. You
I
want to
gave you
dick
a
around. The
suggestion.
smart move, this, that, the other thing. Yeah, I got all fucking
Dirty
day
Deeds
to
didn't
sit
play the
around
house
and come up with smart moves, man. Just stop, right? I'm going to, It's like this breaking thing is just. I'm done, man. It's okay. You can break balls, but at some point we're engaged in a conversation and you keep fucking moving it to
That
someplace
was a legitimate
different.
suggestion. It was a legitimate.
What's a legitimate suggestion?
Saying that
I
if you're
got a
trying to
half
get
an
chat-
hour before I knew that this shit was going to happen. And
Okay,
what am I
well,
supposed to do? I'm
she's in the
supposed to
chat
call
now.
Lady KB?
All right, relax.
Permaseal finishing, freaking out. Just admit it, Bugman. You were scared of Chad and you backed out. Yes, I'm terrified.
You
I'm
never get to-
terrified. That's why I'm so fucking glad he canceled it on Twitter, because I don't have to. Now there's no question about who canceled it. And Panhandler, I'm not like, what do you call it? It's like, it's fun. You want to break balls, but I'm not in the fucking mood.
That was a legit recommendation. That wasn't me breaking balls.
And how would you have liked me to do that? Buck, you didn't follow rules. You blew it. Sorry. What was I supposed to do? Give Chad a goddamn jerk him off like you did last week? I mean, stop.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Now, the
Yeah.
veil comes down from Buckman.
Yeah.
That you can see exactly all his, because Buckman. The thing about Buckman, he always says the quiet part out loud. He always, if you get him mad, he will tell you exactly what he thinks, and that's his whole thing. He's like he wanted to show me up, and he got fucking ass blasted by.
And he
by
said
doing
something
that.
like that. about your Q&A or debate with Chad, that it wasn't that
It was
good.
boring,
Boring,
and
or
I
what-
was
yeah.
and I sucked. I was too nice to him,
Right.
and it was and I failed, and it was pointless, and it's like it was a little bit. You had to kind of understand sort of what was going on there, and it wasn't for everybody, but I thought. I mean, you saw the
It was
clips tonight.
fine.
I think we got some pretty decent shit out of Chad out of that. You just had
I
to
thought
kind of
so. You got
be along for
you
the
got a lot of
ride.
good stuff out of Chad.
Shmuel, this is not
Stop.
top 200 Dabbleverse behavior.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not going to get in the top 150 by
You're
not
gonna go
having
down a
emotional
couple pegs,
intelligence.
buddy.
Top 150 has emotional intelligence, EQ very high. That's how you get to the top of the ranks. That's how you get to like me, Chow, Mir, Rochi, Lil Deb. You want to get top 150? You gotta be get the emotions in check a little bit.
Just stop. But
I don't know who you're yelling at this point, but you're
I'm yelling
Dan,
at
right?
Dan
Dan,
from
like,
Nice
okay.
Podcast Stupid. It's like he followed the rules and he embarrassed himself. Something I was trying not to do tonight. All right. And for a guy that's constantly telling people how to run shows, it was an awful job. There you go.
That's just like your opinion, man. I know. I was pretty happy with how
At
it went.
least you got to do it.
Yeah, at least I could follow the rules, Shmuel, and I could have some integrity, and I didn't blow the chance. So, better to have done it and not impressed Shmuel Buckman than to not have done it at all. We'll put up Salvatore. So let me give a little background on this. There's a group of people on the internet that love to troll Dan because what happens is people get envious. They see like you're having a little success, a little bit of good run. I think everybody here knows what that's about. So you get comments like this. Salvatore, Dan, were you banned from the local fair because you kept asking unattended children if they needed to use the restroom being your face? That's actually kind of funny. Like,
That is kind of funny, yeah.
we have that.
Yeah.
Should I play that?
I appreciate a good troll. If it's
I
funny, I'll
appreciate a
laugh.
good
It's
troll.
fine.
And Dan, you have to take it because you give it out a lot. So
I get it.
Take it. Yeah, good natured.
Part of the game.
It's completely ridiculous. And the one thing I will give credit to Salvatore, it's so absolutely fucking ridiculous that it's like, why even be angry at it? So
Right.
I guess if you're gonna make jokes,
Just laugh.
make it make it completely ridiculous and funny like that. So yes, local children are using my face for a restroom. That's a big thing. KB, you got a restroom for me?
Jesus Christ.
But
Fucking animals.
I would like to say to Shmuel, lighten up. It's all supposed to be fun and games. Congrats on getting monetized. I know you were laser focused on that, and good on you. Focus on putting on the best show you possibly can and trying to bring on interesting guests. But laugh it off, and it'll go a lot smoother.
So this has been a good show. I think we'll start to kind of wrap it up. I don't want to keep Lady KB up too late. It is a school night after all.
It's almost past my bedtime.
Yeah, we all want to take our showers and go to bed and stuff. KB, anything you want to plug? Anything you got going on? Are you going to do any other shows? Anything fun, exciting? Are you anything planned that you want to share with the group?
I got nothing planned. Check out Chad Boozmock on YouTube. He's putting out some good stuff.
Deb, you got any shows coming up? Are you doing Sunday brunch? Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm in talks to do Sunday brunch. It's that football schedule kind of stuff, but I might do it this week. I might even try to do it on my channel. So I have to work on my tech because I have some other stuff I want to set up. And I'll probably schmool it up. I might do a test stream, but I have a couple guests lined up that want to come on. So maybe this week, I'm not sure.
You have your own channel?
I do. Oh, you know what? I got a couple.
Nice.
You know what?
Link it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
At Deb LVP. Let me get it. Don't cut me. Don't do the cutoff thing yet. Hold on.
So yeah, YouTube, Venmo at Deb LVP. KB, do you have a Venmo like for the Simps? Can we? Where can the Simps send you money?
I do. Let me find it. Hold on.
So any Simps, don't send me money. Send it to the hot chicks. Like you want feet pics. Let's.
Can see my cankles.
Hot cankle pics.
And
at KAYBEE 103.
Yep. And like I said, search at Deb LVP. And before you cut me off, Dan, I do want to put up something I keep forgetting to put up. I'm paying for this post office box. I got to generate some
I'll play it.
mail.
And there's a couple that I wanted to play that I can't believe I forgot to play it
I know what one you're going to play because I was
in memory of Lady KB's appearance.
yeah.
Big fucking tits.
Thanks, Aunt.
And then I also like this one. I want to.
If anybody ever brings you on and agrees with you, they're fucking with you. Shout out to Dan. Nice podcast, stupid.
So anytime you come on the show with me and I'm agreeing, no. Lady KB knows I am team Lady KB all the way.
Oh, thank you.
Blue Sky, 20 kroners. I think he sent us a hot $7 tonight. Thank you, Mr. Blue Sky. Cool stream
doing it.
idiot. Sorry?
Nothing.
Oh, Cool Stream Idiot, my channel is called. Oh, so that's kind of like almost like derivative. I like that.
Yes. There's been a couple offshoot channels, but Dan, I just have a few more things to say about Shmuel Buckman.
Okay, what do you want to say about Shmuel Buckman?